So hi everyone, I want to do a trade breakdown of how I was able to take trade $5 to $450 on XAUSD last week. So here's the trade setup. So right here, let's go on to the chart. So right here, this zone, we have a break of structure to the downside here. Break of structure. We have market structure shift right here. Now, why it is a market structure shift? When price broke structure to the downside right here, it's expected that price should continue selling from this order block or this supply zone, but it failed. So when price fails to sell from this order block, it becomes a breaker block, creating this high, creating this high. So when price has failed, has violated this order block, turned into a breaker block, we expect price to pull back into this breaker block and continue to the upside and continue to the upside right here. So, and this is our liquidity right here. This is our liquidity. This is our liquidity. So we expect price to pull into this breaker block and continue to the upside. And then price did exactly that. So here it is. So here it is. Price pulls into the breaker block and continue buying and continue buying and continue buying. So what do we expect? We expect to look for buys from this zone, from this zone to this high, to this high that price has created. We will look for buys, not sells at all, buys. So now where do I want to buy from? Now let's take a look at this. Price, this price broke structure to the downside here. Again, break of structure. This was the last break of structure to the breaker block. Then market structure shift right here. Hey, fuck you. Market structure shift right here. So price pull back into this breaker again, and continue buying. Then broke structure here again. Broke structure here again. So this was how price was last week. So all of this happen. Oh fuck. All of this happened last week. Let's just, I don't have Trading View Premium. I would have used a replay, but let's just close your eyes. Let's leave this part. Like this part hasn't existed. So we had this break of structure. Price is coming from this breaker. What do we expect? We expect that price to pull back into one of these zones and continue buying to the upside. Now, where do you want to see buys? Other blocks, right? Now, if you take a look at this other block right here, this is the last other block. This other block right here, this other block right here has been used by price. This other block, this very other block has been used by price. So when another block has been used, you can't use it again. You can't use it again. So where do you expect to see a bounce from? This other block, this tiny other block that is here, is the one that is opened, that is available for us to see price to react from and then take it to the upside. So what I would just wait for is, I'll wait for price to come into this other block and form a reversal pattern, then I take it to the upside. So now let's go down to our lower time frame, to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. So this is the other block on the 1 hour time frame. This is the other block on the 1 hour time frame. This is the other block on the 1 hour time frame. This is the other block. I don't like using rectangle, I like using lines. This is the other block right here. So now when price has touched this other block on the 1 hour time frame, I waited for price again. Then I jumped out to my 15 minutes. Fuck, what the fuck happened? Oh, sorry about that. That was a mistake. So I go down to my 15 minutes to look for my entry. 15. Network abeg. Ah fuck. Okay, sorry about that. So here it is. So this is price right here. So on the 15-minute time frame. So when price has pulled into this other block on the 15-minute time frame, I'll wait for a market structure shift. So and then that happens right here. It is this is the last break of structure. This is the last break of structure. And then we have a market structure shift here. Market structure shift right there. Now where do you expect where do we expect to buy from? This other block. This other block. This other block right there. So we expect that price to pull into this other block and buy to the upside. Do you get me? So now what did I do again? I waited for price to come into that other block. So I went down to my 3 minute time frame, 3 minutes time frame on a 3 minute time frame. So where it is? So this area. So on the 3 minute time frame, when price has pulled into that other block, if the other block I marked on the 15 minutes, I think was around there. Yeah, the other block I marked on 15 minutes. So I waited for price to go back into that other block and give me a reversal pattern, a reversal entry. And then, so this here is the reversal. Let's put it down. So here's the reversal. Here's the reversal. So this is the last break of structure into that OB. Break of structure. This is my market structure shift right here. This is my market structure shift right there. Let me just zoom in so you can see very well. So can you see that? This is my market structure shift right there. And this is my liquidity. This is my liquidity. The pullback that fails, that did not touch the other block. It did pull back. So this is the pullback. This is my liquidity. And then this is my POI, this other block. This other block is my POI on the 3 minute time frame. This is my other block. So what do I expect? I expect price to pull this other block and buy to the upside. This is my confirmation setup. So what did I do? I place my entry here on this other block. So the buy right here. So this is the buy right here. This is the buy right here. This is the buy right here. Now I think this buy. Then I took my TP will be the high that price that I want price to break. So let me go back to my 1 hour. Network please. So this high, that's my TP right there. This high, this high, that's my TP. So this is how many RR. This is a 49 RR setup. That is, if you put $10 into this setup, it will be $490. If you risk $10 on this setup, this is a 59 RR setup, confirmation entry setup. So this is how I was able to get the setup. This is it. So this, and then price did it 10. Let me go back to my 3 minutes. So this is it. So this is how I was able to get my entry from the 3 minutes time frame. From the 3 minute time frame. So this is the entry right there. So it's confirmation upon confirmation. That was why I was able to risk it. This is it. So it's very simple. Break of structure to the downside, market structure shift, liquidity, OB. Then I take it to the upside. So let me just see if I can just do everything at once. So there it is. Straight to full TP. Straight to full TP. There it is. There it is. There it is right there. It's a 15, this is a 59, or a 49 RR setup. Now, when I had this setup actually, I didn't look for other trade setup, other buy setups to that level. But if I was to take other setups, We have something like this. We have something here. We have something here. We have a sweep of this low. If we take other setups, a sweep of this low, sweep of that low. We have a break of structure right there. Break of structure right there. Where's our liquidity? This is our liquidity. This one. That's my liquidity. That's my liquidity. So where's my POI? Here's my POI. My POI will be this other block, this QMR, this QMR, this other block that failed, that price violated this QMR. That will be my POI. So it is right there. Okay. So it is. So I can just it is in the state strike. So it is right there. Then place my buy on this and this. Then put my so I will play this safe. You can just put your SL here. But if I was take drill personally, I'll put my SL around it soon. But to be safe, you put your SL here. This is the protected low. So this is the protected low. Then you just do this. Then your target will still be the high, the same high that price, same high, same high. This is the same high. This is an 11-hour setup also on gold last week. So if you reach $10 on this setup, this is $110 soft. This is it. Target that high. So that's it. So I think it's a full trade breakdown of let's say USD last week. This is it right here. So my strategy, I trade structure, liquidity, and POI. And my POI are other blocks and breaker blocks. So that's it right here. So you see that it's the same thing over and over again. Break of structure, market structure shifts, liquidity, and POI. Same here also. Sweep of this low, I'll take it as a break of structure, then break of structure to the upside right there. Then liquidity and my POI is this QMR. The other block that failed is the QMR. Then you take this to the upside. So that is what we have. That's how I was able to get my entries on gold last week. So there it is. So presently, what we have at the moment, So now, since we're able to build our price action, our target is still this 4-hour high, So we expect to look for more good buys in this coming week, starting tomorrow Sunday, right? So what do we expect on gold? Gold to buy again. We should continue the buy to this upside. So now, where do we expect to see more buys for the price action of next week? Where do you expect to see more buys? So right here, this line I drew right here, we have a break of structure. Let me just delete this. Let me delete that line. So we have this line, we have this break of structure. We have this break of structure right there. Then where they expect price to pull back into and continue the buy, this OB, this other block right here, this other block. And where's my liquidity? This is my liquidity. This pullback. That pullback that didn't touch the OB right there. That will be my liquidity. So this is the POI I'm looking forward to buy gold from next week. So that's the POI I'm looking for. So let's go down to 1 hour time frame. I think it was clear on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah. So the 1 hour time frame, this is the 4-hour OB. On the 1 hour time frame, it is this OB, this OB. So this OB right on the 1 hour time frame. So I'm expecting price, as long as price hasn't cleared this high, this buy is still valid for next week. So this is what I'm looking forward to next week on gold. So I think I sent this to the Telegram channel, my Telegram channel. So I'll drop the link to the channel so if you want to join. So I dropped the trade setup. So I'll just put you can, if you want to go with aggressive entry, you can just put it right here. Put your entry right here, put your stops right here. Then target this eye that you want to clear. This eye. So this is an 11-hour setup. basically $10 of this on this, you have $110. And if you can stack, if you have two positions, that'll be like 220 or something. So this is what I'm looking forward on gold. But you can take it aggressively. I'm going to take it aggressively. Or you should wait for confirmation entry again. So what's the confirmation entry? Same thing that I did here. Same thing that happened here. I'm going to go down to my lower time frame and expect the same also. The last pullback that enters that approach the POI, break of structure, market structure shift, liquidity, and my order block. I'm going to take it from right there again. I'm going to do the same thing here again. I'll wait for price to come into this order block on the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame. I'll do the same thing again. Wait for price to pull back into the order block. Wait for a market structure shift with my inducement and POI. Then I'll take it again to the upside. So that is full price action of good. So I think you guys learn one or two from this setup. Don't mind me if I'm just doing this. This is my very first time doing this, like doing a video. So it might sound crappy, but just take it like that, guys. Next time I'll be much more better. Yeah, so I'll be much more better. So yeah, yeah. So that's it. So thanks, guys. Thanks everyone.